Okay, I've got the basket completely woven. There's some parts in here that could probably use some cleaning up. Just take a sponge over it. Clean up a few spots where my fingernails jab into the clay and that kind of thing. Some rough edges. But I want to think about finishing the top of this, the lip around the bowl itself. And to do that, I'm going to just kind of bend all my little bits of clay right over the edge. And then I'm going to take my metal scraper and cut a nice even edge all the way around where the bowl is. Just use the bowl as a guide. That in and of itself kind of cleans up the rim. But we're going to add another ribbon of clay around that top edge just to kind of clean things up. Okay. Recycle all those pieces there. All right. I've got a few long strips left over. What I'm going to do is get this aligned. You can see how that kind of just cleans up that edge for me. It's probably not going to be long enough to go all the way around. Or is it? Oh, I got lucky. Wow. Good deal. I'll take that. Just making sure that's in place. And then I'm going to score and slip that together. Now where this piece aligns, I'm just going to cut this at a little bit of an angle going down. Cut that at a little angle so those pieces kind of overlap. Okay, do some scoring and slipping. I've got this fancy little tool that I made with all these teeth just from a hotel room key. So I like this because I can score things up much faster. But you can just use your needle tool if you'd like. I'll score up my ribbon. All right, I'll break out the slip. I'm going to use a generous amount of slip. Get that lid off. Actually, before I do that, I've got a few high spots here. This spot's kind of high, so I'm actually going to cut that bit off a little bit. Where I've got clay overlapping clay, it gets a little high. That's a little high right there, so I'm going to cut that off a little bit. I think we're okay there. Yeah, that's okay too. Okay. Let's get some slip on there. You know, there's going to be, once I pull this out of the bowl, I've got to be really careful with it, especially when it's bone dry. These become extremely fragile. And the bigger your gaps are in your bowl, the more fragile they're going to be as well. So I've got to be super careful with them. But one thing I also am concerned about is when these dry, if the lip of the bowl sticks to the rim of the bowl that it's built inside of. So I should say if the lip of the basket that you've woven sticks to the rim of the bowl, then you could get cracks in there as well. So we want to take these out of the bowl when they become leather hard. And then we'll actually do quite a bit of cleaning after as well. Okay, I got stretched out a little. Just going to press that down, adjust it so it's nice and oval. Going to slide it out a little bit here. And I want to make this match up right here too. Got a little slip underneath there. Oops. Oh, that's no good. Kind of squish those together. Okay, at this stage, that is really super soft. So I'm just going to play with it a little bit. Maybe clean it up just a little bit. But I don't want to mess with it too much more until things firm up a little bit, gets a little more leather hard. And then we'll be better off. Okay. So there's my basket. It's pretty nice, looks good. Now notice right, underneath the lip, we've still got to do some cleaning with that right there. And we'll have to cut that back just a little bit more. Maybe even put another little slab of clay on the edge to hide that just a little bit. Okay, there's your woven basket.